C. Ibrahima got 6 A's, 2 B's, and 1 C, 9 credits in the recent grade 12 external examinations. Other winners went home with bonanzas of prizes. Louis Mendy, GRTS.
The next Operation Clean the Nation is slated for Saturday, 28 September 2013. The National Environment Agency reminds governors, Sefolu, Alkalolu, ward councillors and government institutions, urging them to organize and fully participate in the next national cleanup exercise within their areas of responsibility. We will take our first break, but when we return, we will hear what ordinary Iranians think of the United States as the two countries prepare for historic talks. And a video of slain gunman at the Washington Navy Yard on a killing spree sends shockwaves in the United States. Stay tuned. Welcome back. The United States and Iran are about to hold one of their highest level meetings in more than 30 years. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry will meet his Iranian counterpart Mohammad Javad Zarif in New York as the 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council plus Germany discuss Iran's nuclear program. But what do ordinary Iranians think of this nuclear standoff and their perceptions of the West? CNN's Reza Saeed went to the streets of Tehran to find out.
Tehran, the capital of the Islamic Republic of Iran. For much of 3 decades, America has called Iran a rogue and dangerous nation. Iran has called America the Great Satan. Caught in the middle of this conflict, Iranian people, some of the kindest and most educated people in the region, but rarely seen or heard in the media. That changes today with the first ever open mic in Iran and a chance for Iranians to tell the U.S. how they really feel.
Hello, America. Hi, America.
Salam.
We love Americans.
American people are good people.
We want the same thing as the American wants.
America is a great country, and we want to have good relations with America.
We Iranian people don't have any problem with America.
Our problem is with American politicians, those who are after war and bloodshed.
You're not fair. Be fair to the world.
Your behavior is not very good. Your politics is about war, and it's terrifying.
America has imperial plans and ideas. It wants to dominate.
You're not the boss of the world. You shouldn't think that you're in charge of how the world runs. You have to have equal respect for all countries. Why should we be controlled? Who is America to control us?
With all the sanctions they put on us, it's like putting a gun on someone's head.
If you think you're powerful, power doesn't mean you dominate people.
This talk that we're making a bomb is completely false.
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think they're making bombs.
Don't you make one yourself? Why did you make a bomb?
We are dangerous. We are dangerous.
Iranians are most civilized people.
How many wars did we have? Can you tell me? Can you tell me?
People of Iran, they are friendly outside of the perception of the America.
We are very peaceful people. We love each other, and we never ever started a war.
You respect our civil rights and we respect yours. It's just humanity.
Don't meddle in our business. Just let us live in peace.
I think the first steps are beginning to have the dialogue.
I want things to improve for everyone's benefit.
America, live, let live. That's all. Thank you so much.
So there you have it. Iranians clearly fond of American people, but they have a few problems with American foreign policy. But they're hopeful that after 34 years, relations will improve. Reza Sayed, CNN, Tehran.
The FBI has released a chilling surveillance video from the Washington Navy Yard on the day of a gunman opened fire and methodically mowed down his victims. Aaron Alexis killed 12 people and wounded 4 others before he was killed by police. Since last week's attack, the FBI is providing more information about Alexis on what officials believe drove him to kill. CNN's Joe Jones has this report.
Days after the shooting, the FBI released the gripping silent surveillance video of Aaron Alexis carrying out his deadly attack. He drives into the Navy Yard in his rented Prius. The cameras pick him up as he enters the front door of Building 197, ready for a rampage that killed 12 before he was shot down.
There are indicators that Alexis was prepared to die during the attack and that he accepted death as the inevitable consequence of his actions.
You see him carrying his bag, hidden inside a sawed-off Remington 870, which he removed in the bathroom. Photos also released by the FBI show he left the bag behind. 22 minutes after he drove in, surveillance picks him up roaming the hall. He readies his weapon, hunting people. You see him move downstairs and then make his way down another hall as people flee through a connecting hallway. In addition to seeing this chilling tape, we're also getting a sharper picture of what drove Alexis.
There are multiple indicators that Alexis held a delusional belief that he was being controlled or influenced by extremely low frequency, or ELF, electromagnetic waves.
The FBI released photos of his gun, an apparent reference to the magnetic waves carved in the handle, my ELF weapon. On the barrel, the words, "Into the torment." While the investigation into the mental illness that sowed the seeds for the attack continues, agents said they found writings by Alexis that explained in plain language why he said he did it.
A document retrieved from the electronic media stated, quote, "Ultra-low frequency attack is what I've been subject to for the last 3 months. And to be perfectly honest, that is what has driven me to this."
Investigators don't believe he targeted specific people in his 60-minute killing spree.
In Pakistan, rescue workers are in race against time. They are trying to reach remote areas struck by a powerful earthquake on Tuesday. Authorities now say 350 people were killed, and there are fears many are trapped beneath the rubble. Areas in the southwest of the country are the hardest hit and are very difficult to access. As it slowly reaches some victims, officials now say 20,000 homes have been destroyed. CNN's Saima Morrison gave this update from Islamabad.
Location and where the earthquake hit and was worst affected that is really hampering aid efforts. Aid efforts are being spearheaded by the military here because there are no road networks in Balochistan. It's a hugely impoverished part of Pakistan, so there are no road networks for aid agencies to get to people there easily. Therefore, the military, the army, the air force, they're all deploying their helicopters to both get aid workers in and those injured out, and that's under the umbrella of the National Disaster Management Authority. But that also is not without its dangers, Manita, because today 2 rockets were fired at an army helicopter just as the chairman of the National Disaster Management Authority was surveying the area. This is a militancy-hit area. Baloch separatists who want to break away from the rest of Pakistan operate there. They are not friends with the army and they're not happy they're there. So this only adds to the problems of trying to get to those hundreds of people who need that aid. And as you mentioned, thousands of homes are flattened. The International Red Cross and the Red Crescent are working together on the ground too to try and get aid there.
Well, we now take our second break. Sports is next. Welcome back. Hertha Berlin are out of the German Cup. The Bundesliga side lost 3-1 to second division outfit Kaiserslautern. Well, Hertha paid the price after their coach opted not to use several of his first team